The 1999 United States $1 coin, commonly recognized as the last issue of the Susan B. Anthony dollar series, represents a unique intersection of American history, economics, and numismatic identity. And although it appears small and simple at first glance, its story is unusually rich for a modern coin. On the obverse, the prominent portrait of Susan B. Anthony, an extraordinary leader of the American women's suffrage movement, captures the spirit of independence and civil rights that shaped the nation. The bold inscription "Liberty" above her head serves as both a personal tribute to Anthony's lifetime of activism and a universal declaration of the ideals on which the United States was founded. To the right of her profile appears the motto "In God We Trust," which has been part of U.S. coinage tradition for more than a century, symbolizing moral grounding and national identity. Beneath the portrait lies the year 1999, marking the coin's rare, one-year reissue after the series had been discontinued in 1981, reviving production only because the U.S. Mint faced an unexpected shortage of dollar coins used in businesses, public transportation systems, vending machines, and postal services. The small P mint mark, found just above Anthony's shoulder, identifies the Philadelphia Mint, a facility historically responsible for producing the largest share of America's circulating coinage. On the reverse of the coin, the powerful imagery of an eagle landing on the moon, adapted from the Apollo 11 mission insignia, communicates a dual message of national pride and human achievement. It commemorates the 1969 moon landing, an event still regarded as one of the greatest scientific accomplishments in history, and ties the Susan B. Anthony dollar to a broader narrative of American innovation. Around the eagle appears the inscription "United States of America," boldly affirming the coin's national origin, along with the Latin phrase "E pluribus unum," meaning "out of many, one," which emphasizes the unity of the American states and the cultural diversity that forms a nation's identity. At the bottom, the denomination $1 is clearly stated, ensuring its use in commerce and distinguishing it from quarters, which the coin was often mistaken for due to its similar size and color, one of the reasons the series originally failed to gain widespread public approval in the early 1980s. The coin's composition consists of a copper-nickel-clad outer layer with a pure copper core, giving it a silvery appearance, a durable texture, and resistance to wear even after decades of circulation. The edges are reeded, adding both visual appeal and tactile usefulness, especially in automated machines. Historically, the 1999 issue is important because it became the final production year of the entire Susan B. Anthony dollar series, making it a last-year collectible that many numismatists seek out for complete sets. Although millions were minted, the issue stands apart because it represents a transitional moment just before the introduction of the Sacagawea golden dollar in 2000. For collectors, the 1999 coin is valued not only for its status as a final strike of a historic series, but also for its symbolic place at the end of an era in U.S. dollar coin design. In summary, the inscriptions "United States of America," "E pluribus unum," $1, "Liberty," "In God We Trust," the mint-mark P, and the date 1999 all come together to encapsulate a powerful story of American identity, technological triumph, social progress, and numismatic legacy, making this coin far more than a simple piece of currency, but rather a miniature monument to the nation's ideals, achievements, and evolving history. The 1979 United States $1 coin, widely known as one of the earliest issues of the Susan B. Anthony dollar series, represents a significant turning point in the history of American coinage, both for its bold departure from traditional dollar designs and for its attempt to modernize the nation's currency system during a time of rapid economic and technological change. Minted at the Denver Mint. Indicated by the D mint mark, this coin features a pioneering portrait of Susan B. Anthony, a courageous and influential leader in the women's suffrage movement whose relentless activism contributed directly to the passage of the 19th Amendment, granting women the long-denied right to vote. The obverse of the coin displays Anthony's strong, uncompromising facial expression, framed by the word "liberty" above her head, symbolizing both a personal fight for civil rights and the broader American ideal of individual freedom, while to the right appears a historic national motto "In God We Trust," reflecting the moral and cultural principles that have long shaped the identity of the United States and its people. Beneath the portrait sits the date 1979, marking the first year this dollar series entered circulation, making the 1979 D especially important to numismatists as a foundational issue. This year also represents the U.S. government's major push toward encouraging widespread use of small-sized dollar coins to replace costly paper $1 bills. Surrounding Antony's portrait are 13 small stars, honoring the original 13 colonies that formed the United States and reminding citizens of the nation's revolutionary beginnings. Turning to the reverse, the coin proudly displays a dramatic Apollo 11 mission insignia, depicting an American eagle landing gracefully on the surface of the moon, clutching an olive branch to symbolize peaceful achievement. This iconic image connects the coin to the triumph of the 1969 moon landing, a historic event demonstrating America's technological power, scientific leadership, and global influence. Around this eagle, the inscriptions United States of America and E pluribus unum, out of many, one, reinforce the unity and diversity of a nation, while the denomination $1 is boldly shown at the bottom, ensuring clarity in commerce and distinguishing the coin from smaller denominations. The coin's composition consists of a copper-nickel-clad outer layer bonded over a pure copper core, giving it a distinctive silvery color and a durable surface capable of resisting wear even after decades in circulation. Its size, almost identical to a quarter, led to public confusion and contributed to the coin's low acceptance in everyday transactions, a key reason the Susan B. Anthony Dollar series struggled despite the thoughtful symbolism and detailed artistry of its design. The Denver Mint in 1979 produced tens of millions of these coins using high-speed presses, and many examples entered vending machines, transit systems, and public services that were shifting toward automated payment technologies. The reeded edge of the coin adds both aesthetic appeal and functional utility, helping machines authenticate its legitimacy. Collectors today value the 1979 D issue because it represents the first official production year of the Susan B. Anthony Dollar, a series that lasted only a few years and is remembered for both its ambitious goals and its complicated relationship with the American public. Though not rare, the 1979 D holds lasting historical importance as a symbol of social progress, honoring one of America's greatest champions of equality, while simultaneously serving as a reminder of the nation's push toward modernization in its currency system. Altogether, the inscriptions United States of America, E pluribus unum, $1, liberty, in God we trust, the mint mark D, and the date 1979 combine to tell a deeply meaningful story of American values, technological triumph, civil rights history, and numismatic evolution, making this coin much more than just metal. It becomes a miniature monument to the ideals and achievements that shaped the United States.